The opinion of others can hurt you, control how you act, and eventually determine the outcome of your life if you do not master the art of not worrying about what others think. And I'm not encouraging you to go about ignoring people. It's okay to want to make a good impression on others. At the end of the day, we all want healthy relationships, and paying attention to what somebody is thinking or feeling is one of those things that go a long way to strengthen our relationships. But note that I said pay attention to, not fear or worry about. When it becomes a thing of fear or worry, that's a red flag. Worrying about the opinion of others will negatively affect your decision-making skills. It becomes very difficult for you to make even the slightest decisions because you have to first of all stop and think about what A or B will say. And remember that you're not surrounded only by A or B, you're surrounded by so many people with different opinions. If you keep worrying about what other people will think, it will also make you to see yourself through the lens of others and not for who you really are. If they think that you are mean, then you start to believe that you are mean, and then it leads to what? Self-hatred. If they think that you are not qualified, then you believe that you are not qualified, and you begin to hold back from applying for that job or for that promotion. In a nutshell, it will really make you function below your potential because you're trying to play it safe. This worry is also responsible for all the fluctuation in your emotional state, because today they have a positive opinion about you, you feel good. Tomorrow they have a negative opinion about you, you feel sad. So you're on this emotional roller coaster because these opinions are constantly changing. And if you are addicted to the need to be liked by everyone, you will find yourself being a people pleaser. You will not be able to say what you really mean. And if you fall into the hands of a manipulator, they will take advantage of you. You'll find yourself doing things according to their own agenda. If you're honest with yourself, you must have suffered from some of these consequences I've listed here. My hand is up. But we do not want to suffer any longer. So what do we do to overcome this fear, this worry of other people's opinion, of what other people think? Now, as I share these 5 tips with you, please do me a favor and write in the comment section below which of them resonates with you the most. Also, consider subscribing if you haven't done so. Come on and join this beautiful family of bloomers so that we can together continue on this journey to pursuing our dreams in a way that lets us bloom and flourish in our everyday lives. My first tip for you is to remember that our fears are sometimes exaggerated. You may be shocked to realize that a lot of people don't care as much as we think that they do. And even when they do, they may not be thinking and saying the things that we're afraid that they are thinking and saying. Oftentimes, we are the ones thinking certain things about ourselves and then we're projecting it onto others. We think that we are not qualified, and so we start saying, oh my goodness, I think they think I'm not qualified. We think that we are not likable people, and then you feel like, okay, they think that I'm not likable. But it is your own thoughts, it is the way you feel about yourself. Another way that we exaggerate our fears is that we turn people's opinions into facts, right? Somebody comes and say, I do not like this painting. And then you turn it to mean that this painting is not beautiful. No, that's their opinion. Somebody else may come and see that same painting and love it. Or even if everybody does not like that painting, you should not also translate it to define you. It doesn't mean that you are now a bad painter. Probably you have other beautiful paintings, they just do not like this particular piece. Do not pack up your things and leave and define yourself as a bad painter. So please do not torment yourself with those feelings. Your fears are most likely exaggerated, or those opinions may just not be existing at all. The second thing is that people will always have an opinion and they are entitled to their opinion. It is you to remind yourself that it is an opinion and not a fact, an opinion and not truth. Even you have an opinion about what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you touch. We are human beings and we will always have an opinion. Whether we express it or not, it's always lingering up there somewhere. So it makes no sense for you to hold back from doing something or go around doing something just because you are afraid that somebody may have an opinion. They have that opinion all the time. Instead of going around worrying and wondering if the opinion that people have about you is true, I would rather say seek honest feedback. You will always be surrounded by so many baseless opinions, but among them at times are a few that can serve as a constructive critique or developmental feedback that can help you become more effective. I can totally relate to that unpleasant feeling when somebody is giving you even a constructive critique. But we have to resist that temptation of trying to be defensive when somebody is trying to give us feedback or label them as haters. I can love you, respect you, believe in what you do, and still disagree with you in one thing or the other. If you're going to label and cut off everybody that holds a different opinion from you, then you find yourself being surrounded by people pleasers. That said, still note that even constructive critique and feedback is still an opinion that has to be matched with your goals and your values. I have received a lot of constructive feedback here on this channel. People sharing with me their opinions of what they think or what they think I should be doing or not doing, how I should go about things. A lot of those things have helped me improve as a person, helped me improve my content creating process, even the technical stuff. It has just helped me to be a little bit more effective. However, there are some of those things that unfortunately, even though it's coming from a very pure place, a pure heart with good intentions, I am not able to adopt them because they either do not align with my vision for this channel or sometimes they just do not align with my core values. My next tip is for you to know who you are and what you want in life. When you know who you are and somebody holds a view, one opinion contrary to that truth, it will not get to you. If you know what you want, you will not be confused and swayed by every opinion that people have about what you should be doing or not doing. So who are you? What do you want and why? That why is very important because sometimes we do things we do not like to please people we do not like. And after all you have gone through to please them, they will still not be pleased because they don't like you. How self-aware are you? Because sometimes people may have an opinion that there's some truth to it, but then it doesn't come to you as a shock because it's probably something about you that you already know and you're working on it. So it's important to know who you are, what you want in life, why you want it. You need a lot of self-awareness. Now, the last and one of the major ones is to grow and develop yourself. This will help you reduce your insecurities, which is often one of the main reasons why we worry so much about what people think about us. It is a beautiful thing to love, embrace, and accept yourself for who you are, but this should not replace the need for growth and self-development. How well do you know yourself? What areas in your life need growth? And the best kind of growth is the growth that happens from the inside out. What is the state of your heart? How is your character? Seek to grow and develop for you, not for them. Every day I look at the things that I do, I see mistakes, I seek ways to grow and to improve myself. That way my ears are shut off to that fear of people's opinion because I know I'm on a growth journey. I am seeing the improvement, and so the opinion of others do not really get to me. However, the biggest takeaway I would want you to have from this video is that more than trying to fix yourself, be it because you want to create a good impression or be it for personal growth and development purposes, more than trying to do that, I would say surrender your whole life to God. All the times I've tried to fix things up, make sure I have it in order and all together, I have failed. But as I'm learning to surrender my whole life to God, not just parts of it, I'm seeing Him molding me into this beautiful vessel for His glory. Sometimes He goes about it in ways that are not very pleasant to me. I would wish He did it some other way, but deep down in my heart I trust Him. I know that His plans for me are of good and not of evil, and that the good in whatever God is doing in my life, in your life, we will see it. So totally surrender your life to Christ. Let Him mold you, let Him build you, let Him reveal to you who you really are. When you see that beauty of who you really are, it doesn't matter the opinion that somebody has out there. If they have an opinion that is contrary to that truth, it will not crush you. Now I have a quick to do for this week, and that is for you to face your fears. What is that thing that you have been wanting to do but you keep holding back because you are afraid of what will people say? You are afraid of the opinion of others. I want you to go and plan how you will start doing it today. And on the other hand, what is that thing that you have been doing, which you really deep down in your heart, you do not want to do it. You're just doing because you're afraid of people's opinion. What will people say if I don't do this and if I don't do that? I want you to think about it today and to stop doing it. So that's it for today. Please do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and share it with somebody who has that fear of what people are going to say. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next.